Welcome everybody to my latest video. So for this video, well, you already know what it's about. The reason you're looking at this video is because of the title. But in case you can't read, what we have here is the Pandoras Box 1301 game cart. Now this just came out probably, I don't know, 3 weeks ago. As soon as I heard that it came out, I immediately ordered it. Now, this is the home version. They will be making an arcade version, I believe. Pretty much this is the exact same cart. The only difference is the arcade version you can actually put into a JAMA cabinet. And it may or may not have CRT compatibility. This is the home version, which gets installed in a controller, and I'll show you how to install it afterwards. Let's go ahead and take a look at it here. One thing to note, if you are going to purchase a Pandoras Box item, excuse me, only purchase from 3A Game Store. And the only places that they sell are on AliExpress. I'll try and put a link in the description video. You may be wondering, well, or you may be confused because you may have felt that you already purchased a Pandoras Box 6 many months ago. And that's just not the case. I bet you even by the time you see this video, there's already going to be someone claiming to sell a Pandoras Box 7. The thing is, 3A Game Store is the only place that sells official Pandoras Box items. You may have a secondary store who will buy in bulk from 3A Game Store, and it's usually going to be much more expensive. So anything else, there's a possibility that it's a clone. And usually when it's a clone, it's nothing more than a Pandoras Box 3 with extra games. Alright, here it is. What do we got here? Oh, that's the manual. Let's see what this says. I'll make sure it's no personal information, just to be... Aha, okay. So, this is telling you something, which I'll get to in a minute. Here it is, Pandoras Box 6. Looks pretty much the same as the Pandoras Box 5. Focus. 12 volt power, HDMI, VGA. Audio volume control, which, oh, nice. I already see an issue with this one. Here's where the games are. USB 1, USB 2, USB 3. I hear something moving in here that's kind of scary. I'll open this up in a minute. Probably just popped out of place. Can this thing even be opened up? Yeah, it can. Let's see if we can pop it open. Oh, yeah, it's a screw. You can see it right there. It came out. That screw is probably what holds this thing in place. It's not going to focus. We'll get to that in a minute. I'll go ahead and fix this. But as you can see, it's a Pandoras Box 6. Alright, we got our manual here. Standard manual. This one is all in, I would assume, Chinese on one side. And English on the other side. Pretty much just standard stuff. That's kind of blurry. There we go, a little bit better. Alright, so, yes, this is called the 1301 game cart. Now here's the thing. When you purchase a Pandoras Box 6, or even if you purchase a Pandoras Box 5 from 3A Games, and possibly any other secondary store, the card itself comes with 0 games installed. And they list this on their website. Due to issues, they just decide to stop installing the games. So, if you hook this up and you're expecting it to be ready to play, it's not going to happen. You have to install the games yourself. And that's what they send you this little bad boy. Just a little instructions to remind you. Pandora's Box doesn't include games now. If you have any problems with games, please contact us, blah, 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 blah. So, you're probably wondering, where are you going to get the games from? And I was wondering the same thing too. Now, this may change by the time you order a Pandora's Box 6. You may possibly order from a secondary store, and maybe for an extra price they'll install the games for you. I don't know. But 3A Game Store, once you purchase the item, they will send you multiple links of where you can go to download the files. And I'll actually get to that in a minute. It's not going to be pretty, but I'll show you what you need to do. But yeah, they send you the links, you download the files onto your computer, you got to extract the games from the files, and then you got to install all the games on the little key right here. Let's get to a focus. And then you should be ready to go. So, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I'll load up my computer. I'll actually just be showing you my screen really quick. It's not going to be a direct video take hooked up to the computer or anything. So it's not going to be pretty, but I'll show you what you need to do. And then I'll actually show you how to load the games into your controller, one of these. And we'll pop it on and hopefully everything works good. So give me 1 second. Alright, so here we are, and I told you it's not going to be pretty, just because I'm filming directly my screen on my laptop. That's why you got all that flicker there. I'm not using any type of a desktop screen capture software or anything, but figured, this will get the job done. So, once you purchase the game, immediately, and at least this was my experience, right after I purchased the game and after payment was made, they sent me a couple links. And this is what they said they'll do. You can probably also contact them directly via their email, and then 3A Game Store will, email you the links. I'm not going to put the links in my description box just because, they make a good product and you should buy it if this is what you're into. Anyways, the links they send you will take you to different areas depending on which link you select, and each link will ask you to download 5 files, and you can see them right here. Let's see if I can make mine a little bit clearer. That should help. And no, it didn't. Better now. Alright. So the 5 files you need to download are Pandora's Box 6 ROMs and Movies 5-part. It's actually, there we go, part 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And those files are in RAR format. How do you pronounce that? Don't know. RAR, who knows? Now, once you get those files, you need to extract the information within those files. So, I myself use 7-zip. If you have WinZip, it's the same thing. And all you're going to do is select the file. So, you'll select your file. I'm just going to select this one. You're going to select extract. Of course, your software may work a little bit different, but it's all basically the same. It's going to ask you where you want to extract to. And I just select the same file that I'm extracting from. And what's going to happen is you are going to get these 5 files. Pandora's Box 6, ROMs and Movies 5-part. This is actually 1, Part 2, Part 3, Part 4, and Part 5. Now, within those individual files, you open those up, you're going to have more files. Readmes, information on MAME. Pandora's Box 6 does use a very, to my understanding, a very old but stable version of MAME. I'm not going to bother getting into that. They also use a PlayStation emulator. Again, I'm not going to bother getting into that. The reason being is I want to stick to the basic stuff of just the arcade games and the main reason why people purchase this product. You got movies, and these are the little movies, the preview videos for the Pandora's Box 6 software. You got the ROMs. This is all the information within each game. And you can see, this is just the first part, and you got all these games right here. We got ROMs FBA, that's empty, I'm not quite sure what that is. But, yeah, let's go to part 2. Same thing, movies. Got all this. All your ROMs. Is it the exact same thing? Let's go to part 3. ROMs. Okay, now there we go. It's changing Darius. Almost seems like this one and this one are this. Oh. Huh. 2, 3. Let's go to part 4. ROMs. Okay. Let's look at part 5. More ROMs. Okay, so for whatever reason, on at least the files that I downloaded, looks like the first 2 files are the same. 3 count, 3-in-1, 4D Warrior. Let's go to part 2 just to compare. Very weird. Maybe I double downloaded an incorrect file. Anyways, you get the point. So, now what's going to happen is you need to take that little USB stick that comes with your Pandora's Box 6, install it into your computer, and transfer all these files to that USB stick. And we're just going to do the same thing. We're going to go here. We're going to have a movies and a ROMs. And anything else that pops up. If you go into MAME, okay, it looks like there's nothing here. You would probably have to load your own MAME emulator into there, I'm thinking. ROMs, PlayStation, there's nothing there either. So, who knows? But I'm going to do that right now. I'm just going to transfer all the information over to the USB stick, which I got right here. And you can see there's nothing in there. And we'll load it up and or actually I'll show you next how to change the carts out of your joystick, and then we'll go from there. So give me 1 second. Okay, so now I'm going to show you how to swap the multi-carts in and out from your home version Mega Pandora's Box joystick. So the first thing you're going to do is flip the sucker upside down, and you're going to have 3 fasteners. 1, 2, 3. And the fastener is just this one of these. So you just turn it to the left, take them out. Of course, when you're done, you'll have 3. And that's going to allow you to open up your joystick. As you can see, I got the old Wolverine Ryu Pandora's Box 5 artwork going on here. I just did that because I think it was the cheapest. So you flip it open. You can leave it open. And this is what it looks like on the inside. I actually went over this when I first got this item. And it looks fairly simple. I've never done this before. But you got your joystick, your controls connection, your speaker connection, and your power button connection. Right here is the old Pandora's Box USB disc for version 5. And all we're going to do is remove these connections and remove some screws, and we should be good to go. So, that was simple. Take that out. Take that out. Get our screwdriver here. Nice and simple. Now, one thing to notice is the Pandoras Box 6, when you went from the Pandoras Box 4 series to the 5 series, the hardware was upgraded. It received a massive upgrade, which would allow games like Mortal Kombat to run properly. However, in order to run games such as Mortal Kombat 3, it needed an additional hardware upgrade. So Pandoras Box 6 does have another upgrade. At least that's what they said, and I'll eventually find out if the games are, easy to play. Alright, we got the 4 screws out, got all the connections taken off, and as you can see, just pops right out. So, when you get your Pandoras Box 6, you just do the opposite, put everything in, hook it all back up, screw it down, you're ready to go. Now, I'm not going to bother putting it in right now. Let's go ahead and see how this thing performs and see if I installed all the games correctly. Okay, so as I was loading these games, one thing I noticed is, for whatever reason, the 5 files that I was asked to download, I really only need to download this first one. Parts 2, 3, 4, and 5 right here, those seem to be nothing more than just smaller chunks of this first video, or this first file. The first file seems to contain all the ROMs needed. So I'm just going to go with that one, and we'll see how this goes. Let's hope everything works out perfect. Alright, we're powered on. Let's see how it goes. Sorry for the glare. You can probably also hear my air conditioner on. Interesting. Alright, so here we are. See if I have a... Okay. If you'll notice, look at the symbol to the left. Those are 2 crossed swords, and all these are fighting games. Now, you got action adventure, there's a flag. Shooters. This is pretty nice. I like this. Sports. What is that? Stone ball. Interesting. What other puzzles? All right. That's a nice addition. I like that. Ooh. Mortal Kombat was on the Pandoras Box 5. Now we got Mortal Kombat 2. Mortal Kombat 3 Trilogy. Isn't that a Nintendo 64 game? Okay, that is not Mortal Kombat 4. My first thought is that this was Mortal Kombat 3 possibly, and this was Ultra Mortal Kombat 3, but the skins. Those are Mortal Kombat 1 skins, right? Okay, that's interesting. Let's see. Frame limit, huh? Look at a frame limit on. Probably, I don't know if you guys could have seen that or not. Interesting. I'm really not a Mortal Kombat player. I used to play UMK3, except I only used Sub-Zero. But I'm sure you guys are going to want to see these. Let's just, for the heck of it. Now, when I was loading the games on the cart, I noticed I had Mortal Kombat, but I did not have any other Mortal Kombat ROMs. So I might have to see. I don't think this is going to work. Yeah, just went back. Let's try this one. Okay, that's what I thought. I have to search for the ROMs. I'll find them. In fact, if I do find them, my first gameplay video will be Mortal Kombat 2. I'm sure there's plenty of you guys who are interested in that. But just for the heck of it, just to see and make sure everything's good, let's load the original Mortal Kombat, which I know I had a ROM file for. And it's... Alright. There you go, a little extra sound. Now again, I'm not a Mortal Kombat player. I have no idea what I'm doing. I can not even remember any of the goddamn moves. But let's... That looks horrible. Let's change the screen size here. And I'll just entertain you guys. Well, that didn't go so well. Trying to do the slide move, I have no idea how to do it. Yeah, I suck at this game. Let's see what the settings screen looks like. Give me a second to find the button here. Now I lowered the volume all the way down because with previous videos, the background music during the system setting screen was I would get a copyright strike or warning. So I just lowered it down. Most likely, the same thing would happen. Alright, I/O tests, custom buttons, system configuration, game settings. Let's see what game setting is. Oh, okay, it's the same as before. Difficulty, lives, etc. System configuration. Free play. Exit game mode. Menu exit. Pause menu. Optimization. Button configuration. There you go. Select your buttons. Actually, I already did this. The default is this. Kind of a Neo Geo ABCD. I changed it to Street Fighter style. ABCDEF. But there you are. So hopefully you enjoyed this video. Yes, Pandora's Box 6 is here. I'm going to try and look for the Mortal Kombat ROMs. Hopefully I can get them. I'll load them in here and get ready for some gameplay video. You know what? Let's just end it on my favorite arcade game of all time. Grandmaster Challenge. Let me just get out of here. Power off and reboot.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game